It's high school basketball season is nearing that end time frame right
Yeah.
now, and I'm sure some kids might be disappointed in maybe the season's outcome and stuff like that, or setbacks and things like that. I'd love to hear how you coach kids that may be struggling with that disappointment, and how and what kind of advice you might give them.
Yeah, I think one of the important things to start with is it is absolutely acceptable and okay to be disappointed.
Yeah,
That's okay because you care.
it's part of the game.
You wanted more for your season and you didn't get it. It's okay to feel that disappointment. So starting there, that's fine, right? Accept it, own it, live in it for a little bit,
Yeah,
right? But the important part is to reflect. And maybe why are you so disappointed? Did you have expectations that you weren't able to meet? Personally, as a player, was it expectations if the whole team was trying to achieve something and you couldn't achieve it? Again, there's only so much you control as an individual player. So did you play your part? Did you perform to your best? And sometimes the answer is no. Like we've all had moments where we were not at our best and we're disappointed in that. Again, that's okay. Lean into that, feel that. What that is, that's motivation. I don't want to feel that again next year. So what do? You use that as fuel to go put in the work, right? Okay, I'm going to take a little breather, right? I'm going to take a week off, whatever it is, depending if you have travel
yeah,
season,
yeah,
all that. But I'm going to take a mental break from high school basketball
yeah,
and I'm going to just decompress from it. I'm going to own the fact that I'm disappointed and then I'm going to use it.
yeah.
I'm going to ask
We
myself, how did I get there? What led to the disappointment? And how do I make changes, right? Incremental changes to get better to hopefully prevent that same disappointment the next year.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. We actually just created a little self-evaluation form,
Yeah.
and it's meant to reflect on not just one game, but the season and sort of the body of work. Because you
Yeah.
do a lot of things right, so we just want to give credit, but also where the opportunities are to get better for next year. And we dust ourselves off and focus on the right things, good things will happen.
Yeah. And I see too many times also for kids, we have what's called the negativity bias.
Yeah,
And this is true for, this isn't just kids, this is adults, this is everybody, right? Society. It's a natural hardwired thing. We all have it. And it's intentional in our brain because it helps us keep us safe. If we
yeah,
were to walk outside and to our left was a giant brawl of some kind, like street fight.
yeah,
I don't know why that doesn't have, anyway, street fight. And then to our right, a whole bunch of kids having a great time playing, having
yeah,
fun. Our brain is naturally going to turn into the negative,
yeah,
like fight, because that has the potential to be dangerous.
yeah,
Unfortunately, we apply that negativity bias to non-life-threatening situations, and we apply it to ourselves so that
sure,
at the end of a season, at the end of a game, and I'm sure you've experienced this as a parent, Robert, as a
yeah, yeah.
coach, if you ask the kids with no prompting, how did today go? If you had to give a percentage of how often they go to negative things first, what would you say?
High 90s,
High
sadly.
90s, right? Yeah, it's the natural inclination to go to negative
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
And so what we need to do as the adults, as the parents, as kids, train ourselves. It's you can dim that,
mhm,
right? We don't want to get rid of it completely because being self-critical is important because you can figure out where to grow and learn how you need to develop, but it's about balance.
yeah,
It's like a dimmer switch, right? You don't want it on all the way. You want it balanced with your positive. And really teaching our kids in the reflection is it's okay to focus on what are one or two things that you need to work on.
yeah. I
So
love that. I
maybe
love that.
something, one individual thing that you need to work on, and maybe one thing as a team that we need to work on.
Yeah,
One, maybe two things, right? You don't want to do too much. And then what research is pretty clear in most cases, you need five positive things to outweigh the negative, at least in emotions for well-being. And so think of for every one thing you got to work on, you got to come up with five things you did well as a team, as a player,
I
right? To
love
kind
that.
of balance that out. And really making them get specific. Typically, we tend to be super specific about our mistakes. Oh, we were terrible on defense today. We didn't get back in time. We didn't set, I don't know, whatever. I don't know
Yeah,
basketball.
yeah.
But then we'll be like, oh, we communicated well. Like they're
Right.
not specific with their successes. So
Yeah, yeah.
getting as specific with your failures as
I
you do
like that.
your successes is can be really important.
I think that's really good advice. That's really good advice.